So YouTube video editing, the most daunting task for the beginners, if you think about this, and probably the most difficult task that people are thinking way too much about. Well, not anymore. In this video, I'm gonna be showing you 7 steps to edit your videos, to make your video editing as simple as possible. So actually editing the YouTube videos is a very simple thing to do when you know what to do after what. And what I'm gonna be talking about in this video is the steps that I myself follow. So to be a very exact, I edit my videos on an iPad on a software called LumaFusion, but you can follow the steps on any other software. I'm gonna be telling some variations between the video editing software. Just bear in mind, because some things can be done on the different steps on the other video editing software. Just be mindful of that. Okay, without further ado, let's just go to the 7 steps of editing the YouTube video to make it look pretty good, even if you have recorded it in pretty bad conditions like I do, for example, now. Okay, step number 1 is collect footage or media. So in this, I mean that you need to collect everything that you want to use in your YouTube video in one place. At least you need to collect your A-roll, basically the thing that is video created about. Like, for example, this, my talking head, is an A-roll. And in many cases, you would probably be better to collect all the B-roll, all the elements, all the text elements if you use, for example, because in my case, I use text elements not in the LumaFusion itself. I created my text elements in other software and then export to the LumaFusion, all the music, etc. I highly suggest you to have it prepared beforehand and do it in a first step, just to not go and scramble and look for it in the later steps. The process will help you with your organization skills. As for the music, I highly suggest you to have a copyright-free music ready for you. You can use either YouTube audio library or the services like Epidemic Sound. And like in my case, I use Epidemic Sound. It's an amazing software that allows you to have an amazing copyright-free music for your YouTube video. You can go and sign up with the link down below, and you'll get 1 month for free. An amazing software. I highly recommend you to use this. Step number 2, synchronize your video and audio. So what do I mean by that? In my case, I record my video and audio separately, and I highly suggest you to do the same as well. Why? Like in my case, I record my audio in this microphone within my computer, and this camera is recording both video and audio in the camera. So what I do when I export them into my video editing software, I synchronize the audio from the camera and the audio from the microphone together with a clap or with something, depending on what type of video I'm recording. And then I delete the audio from the camera, because this microphone's audio is far better. And this allows me to edit video and audio separately if I need to make some adjustments, which is very powerful thing to do, and I highly suggest you to do the same as well. Okay, step number 3 is to color grade your videos. So this is a bit controversial, because like many people are doing this a bit later because they can do it later. For example, if you're using Premiere Pro or maybe even DaVinci Resolve or the Final Cut Pro, you can do this in a later stages, much later stages. But because LumaFusion is a bit restrictive software that I cannot create an adjustment layers, I cannot select multiple audio clips all at once. I have to do it while I have as little clips as possible. Like for example, this recording, what you see right now is one continuous video. I color grade it and then I do all the editing after this, because it's not changing, like all the lightings are changing. It's very simple for me to do. If you can do it color grade, do it on stage number 3, and it will like all the video will look great on the later stages. Step number 4, this is the most important stage, and always do this stage no matter what you do. If you ignore all the rest of the stages, do this stage, because this is extremely important. Stage number 4 is to cut your videos. Cut everything that is not useful in your video. Cut every pauses, cut every every ahs, cut every single thing that is not useful in your videos, because this will make the video pacing far quicker. It will make video far faster and far more energetic, and you want your videos to be quick and to the point, because you need to retain audience attention. And if you're thinking too much, if you're going with the and etc, then trust me, if you record 10-minute video, like even if you think that you're talking like too much from the very beginning to an end, you'll probably cut out a 2-3 minutes worth of pauses and ahs and ums. So I highly suggest you to go through this and cut everything that is not needed for you. Step number 5 is to add B-roll and elements and the music. Do it only after you cut all the video, and basically you have all the bare bones video. Like add all all the elements only afterwards. So what I do in my case is I add all my b-roll only at this stage because I record my b-roll only after my cutting is done. Thankfully, my wife is helping me with my cutting, and I usually, when I record the video, I usually hand it to my wife and she pre-cuts it everything for me and just gives it to me to just edit afterwards. I'll add b-roll, add elements, etc, etc. So I know exactly what length of b-roll I need. I know exactly what type of b-roll I need. I know exactly what type of elements I need. And in my case, in elements, I mean like some type of icons when they pop up, some type of text when like it's typing text, or some type of text animations, etc, etc. I know exactly what do I need. Plus on this stage, I add all the like intro text, where you can see the Nick Nyxson like right here on this side, or when you see the subscribe animation on this side. This is the stage when I add everything right here. Plus when you I add an end screen element in the end, or on the animation that you see, I add it on this stage. Plus I add music on this stage only because at this stage my video length is pretty much fixed. I know exactly what length my video will be, so I know exactly the music, what type of length of music that I need, or if I need to duplicate the music, or I need to add additional tracks to my music. Step number 6, okay, we're getting close to the end, is add transitions, because when you add all the b-rolls, all the etc, etc, all the elements, they will just pop in and pop out in existence, and in many cases it does not look that great unless if you did a like transitions beforehand. Like for example, I do the transitions in other software and then I add it to LumaFusion, but it depends on what you do. I highly suggest you to add transitions to on this stage, like add like fade ins, fade outs. You can add like slide ins or slide downs or slide ups, whatever you want depending on the type of element that you use them at this stage, add them at this stage, and after you're done with this, well, your video is pretty much done and you can freely go to the element not to the stage number 7, which is exporting/uploading. So in my case, it's exactly the same thing, because in the LumaFusion you can go directly export it to the YouTube. You press the button and the video is getting uploaded directly to the YouTube. Many bigger software have the same function as well. Depending on how it will act, I highly suggest you to check them out if the video is getting uploaded correctly, because in the past I was using such software and on the computer when I was editing on the Premiere Pro and DaVinci Resolve, in many cases direct to YouTube uploads were not that good. Thankfully, LumaFusion is doing this pretty great. You can go and directly export to YouTube and it simply looks stunning without any problem. It just adapts your video to the YouTube without losing not too much quality. YouTube still compresses your video and you're losing the quality, but it compresses every type of video no matter where you upload it from. And with these 7 steps, you have exact understanding how you can edit the videos. Video editing is a bit daunting task, it's a bit difficult task, and people are having quite a bit of problems because they don't know what to do, what steps to follow. They don't have any guides. You're giving them a videos to record and just sit down and just, oh damn, what should I do with this now? And they're stuck. And for this reason, these steps will help you to understand what you need to do after what. And I hope that it will help you because, well, these stages helps me a lot and makes video editing a bit more fun and a bit less boring task, because video editing can be a bit boring, especially when you do a lot of videos at the same time. Well, I hope this was very helpful. This was it for today. Thank you for being here with me. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you want more videos like this one, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. See ya.